There you go. John Casablanca. They say I owe him $426 yet for some quote acting classes. I don't know if you guys ever took acting classes before for anything. Acting classes, basically, it really doesn't have anything to do with acting. It kind of prepares you for things you do and you don't do in when you go to try to get into the movies, get big, get in the commercials. Do's and don't do's, and how you put makeup on, do your hair, what to wear, what to say, what to do, how to carry yourself. The best things to do to get a job, how to get people to like you, stuff like that. Actually, the acting part, that's up to you yourself. You know what you're gonna do, the character you're gonna be. You have to make the decision on yourself. I believe the kind of John Casablanca was 30 sessions. You can pay an upfront fee. I think it's over $2,000 straight out front. They take that, whether you finish the class or not. You never get that back. I took another class, Havana Chebuk. I took her classes 3 or 4 years ago. Actually went to California. That was before the COVID struck. And you paid X amount of dollars for the session, and no penalties or anything like that. But going back to the John Casablancas, to do the acting classes, did them online. It was $250 up front. You have to pay before anything even happens. Okay, and then each class you do one a week. I think it was like $70 or $71. You got to put your credit card information in there. And I think I got up to about half of them I got done, the classes. Then I started running into some, I don't know if you want to call it health problems, or I had pain going on, and which would pain in my legs, pain in my back, which would deter me from even getting a job in acting. And it's still going on, the pain. So anyway, I didn't finish the classes. And they didn't want to prolong them, so they already got, 15 classes. They probably got $1,500, $1,500 out of me. So, but they still want to get the remainder of the classes paid, whether you do them or not. It's kind of a little scamish, I think. They don't tell you that when you fill the papers out. Oh yeah, well, if you don't finish the classes, you're still going to owe us several $100s. They really strung the classes out. There was actually, just in the half of the classes, the 15 classes of the 30 that I did, there was some classes they repeated themselves. It's like, well, we already went through this. Why are they doing it again? Then it get boring, and then the people, they actually have, you'd have like your so-called, when you're on the internet, you have your teacher, your mentor that talks to you during your class. Some of them were fun to listen to. Some of them were, it's like, they weren't too, kind of boring listening to them. And then back to money-wise, actually, John Casablanca's, they take, and if you go through all these classes, you pay them $2,000 and some odd dollars, finish these classes. And they do give you, they say with the classes, you get a photo shoot. So, but anyway, along with these classes, and then if you do get a job, they take 20% of anything you make. If you get the job through them, through the Casablanca site, they get 20%, which that could add up to be a big fortune. Another idea is you can do all this research, which between the two classes I went so far, I pretty much know what I need to know to get into it. The next step is a lot bigger. You just all of a sudden, wow, I'm an actor, I'm cool, I can raise my eyebrow, I can raise both my eyebrows, I can, I can change my voice. Sound like an evil villain. That even Arnold Schwarzenegger. But when it comes down to it, you have to sound really interesting. Like somebody you want to listen to. Somebody you want to watch. Somebody doesn't get bored looking at your face all day. You know what I mean there, Jelly Beaner? So, but anyway, all the stuff I've learned, there's sites you can go on there and you don't have to take classes. You pay X amount of dollar a month to be in the class. Not in the class, but on the site. And the site has tons and tons of jobs that pop up. And it's you can probably pay anywhere from, I'm going to guess, $40, $50 a month for these sites. But you can stop and go anytime you want, no penalties. And when you do get a job, they don't take 20% from you, which is good. That, it's really good. But, if you're going into acting and you're serious about it, you got to keep trying. You got to try. You got to try, and you got to try. Try hard. So keep pushing yourself. If you watch some of these stories, especially like Arnold, Schwarzenegger, especially like Sylvester Stallone, Danny DeVito, it took them forever and ever to even get into anything. They had to keep pushing and pressure and pushing. That's what they did, otherwise they never would have got anywhere. So you got to kind of hone in on your practice as detailed as much as you can to get it perfectionized. So, but that's what I want to say there about the Mr. John Cabal, because they don't tell you that straight out front. Yeah, if you don't finish the classes, we're still going to charge you for them anyway. They're sweet talking you. Sweet talking mama. So, but you can learn a lot of stuff for free on YouTube. You have to do your preparation, and all that kind of good stuff, be prepared, have your resume. You want a resume, definitely. And one big thing people like to see is if you can do video shorts, practice them. People do them all the time. They're all over YouTube. People are doing shorts, but do shorts. Don't try to think a certain character. I think a character actor for a lot of people is probably a good way to go. Like me, like personally myself, I want to say like my regular voice. Like I think it's kind of mundane, and a little bit boring. But if you put a little bit into it, you can sound a little bit better. And you got to have a voice that's easy to come to. It's not hard. You don't want to be slipping out of character. Hey, I didn't never told him anything like that, man. He just came down with the guitar, man. He started playing and picking just as fast as he could go, man. All righty, matey. Put another shrimp on the barbie. So you know what I mean there, Jelly Beaner. Just keep up practicing till you get her dialed on in. Get your stage presence. And also you gotta have a little swagger too. The voice and the facial expressions. You can try in the facial expressions a little bit, but kind of get something dialed in. Because most big actors, they get dialed in to a certain thing, and they pretty much stay there. Some of them do a little bit of tweaking here and there, but it just is what it is. Just keep playing around with yourself. Do the best you can. And if you ever find something that's really funny or entertaining, just stick to it. And do it. Adios, amigos.